Good morning, everybody. We're going to wait about 1 minute before we get started. Let few more people come on in. Bear with me one moment. Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you for taking time out of your day to check out what we are cooking over here. The idea behind here is to stop buying leads, start building a business. Really, how the entrepreneurial loan officer can close more deals remotely using our system, PCF Go, database marketing, purchase money strategy, and proven outreach systems. My name is Keith McKay. I'm the CEO of Prime Choice Funding. We've been around since 2007. I'm the CEO founder. I've been nationally recognized as one of the top producers in the country by Scotsman's Guide. Not only that, I've had many people on my teams that have done so as well. So not only myself, helped a lot of people do very well in this business. And really through Prime Choice Funding and our family of companies, I built a platform helping loan officers, entrepreneurs, real estate professionals grow through marketing, automation, technology, and proven business development systems. And not only that, now you've got to throw in AI. So I'd love to chat with you guys about it. This model really creates a unique opportunity for the entrepreneurial loan officer, coming by independence, coming with, getting led. So you got your independence, good leadership, infrastructure, training, marketing resources, and really operational support that is needed to help build a scalable mortgage business. Anybody could do 1 or 2 loans a month, but if you really want to scale and have a well-balanced life, you need to have some great operational support. So Prime Choice Funding loan officers succeed because they're backed by leadership, systems, and support that remove friction from their day. You could focus on selling. We help you close more loans with clarity, speed, and confidence. So we're going to get into some slides. We are going to be following up with each of you via email to set up potentially a one-on-one conversation. And we have some marketing material that we hand out to you guys with potential questions and answers you may have. You'll have our contact information in there as well. So if you want to reach out to us, and you can also send some questions, and then we'll follow up with you with those questions here in the chat. And I'm going to go through a lot of our systems. So we're going to look at our presentation deck here, and then we're going to dig into some of the secret sauce, PCF Go itself, and show you a lot of stuff that we've got in various daily use, stuff that we're actually doing. So this webinar is really designed to show you a practical model for independent, outside entrepreneurial loan officers who want systems, database strategies, purchase money opportunities, and real operational support. Stuff that we're already using that's working well. PCF Go, it's really a combination and a compilation of scripts, training, product guides, marketing resources, scenario support, daily workflow. We're going to go over some database strategy, how to build, enrich, segment, contact, stay in front of prospects through phone, email, SMS, and drip campaigns. Part of the title of this campaign or this webinar was Quit Buying Leads. We're going to show you how to invest in a database and work a database. And it could be the gift that keeps giving. They say the phrase, you live by the lead, you die by the lead. Well, with you, I want to show you how to really brand yourself so you could be a trusted resource for people and proactively contact people and stay in front of them over long periods of time. We're going to talk about both the purchase and refi lanes, how to create conversations around purchase money, cash out, HELOC, FHA, VA, non-QM investor, self-employed borrowers, one of the biggest segments of the audience of people doing loans today, non-QM, blowing up. Show you that remote LO model, work independently with PCF infrastructure, our internal teams and support, and some of our offshore resources. Chat with you a bit of an LO boost, a little ramp-up package designed based on states, your commitment level, goals, and overall business plan. That's something that we could talk about in the one-on-one. And then next steps will be a follow-up email, one-on-one discovery calls, talk about different compensation packages, and onboarding. Everybody may have their own vision of what they want in mortgage, whether it's part-time, full-time. We'll talk more about that. So let's talk about why most loan officers stay stuck. It's usually they're not short on ambition. They're short on really a repeatable business development system, dependent on maybe internet leads, with a really low closing ratio, really high call volume, low contact rate, a lot of competition. They don't have a database strategy. They don't have contacts, past clients, partners, business to business, whether it's real estate agents, whether it's financial advisors, tax preparers. They have prospects, but no clear path to work with them. Maybe they're weak follow-up. They're letting prospects go cold because there's no cadence across the phone, email, SMS, and drip campaigns. That's something that we've really mastered here at Prime Choice. They have a purchase blind spot. Maybe they're ignoring purchase money opportunities. Maybe they've only been at refi shops. They don't talk with agents, investors who are doing multiple deals. And then maybe not a pre-approval on-demand opportunity. They don't have back office leverage. So they're spending too much time on the admin side of things instead of creating conversations and structuring loans. A lot of people think, hey, I want to be my own net branch, or I want to, be a business operator. Well, how much time does that take you out of your day that you're not focused on originating or prospecting? They stay stuck because they're starting over, operating like a new month is every month is new instead of building a reusable business asset. The fix is not just more leads. The fix is better targeting, better scripts, better database execution, and better support, automation, AI. Just a few of the tactics that's being used in today's market. Let's talk about purchased internet leads versus database marketing. Purchased internet leads, they're shared, resold, extremely high competition. If you're buying internet leads, the same place where Rocket Mortgage or Loan Depot or Better Mortgages, what do you think your chances of getting that lead compared to them is? High competition. Borrowers may be aggressively shopping. They may be responding to an ad that was popped up online with a really low intent. You're paying $25, $35, $50, $75 for a lead. It's really expensive to scale and often creates a 1 to 2% closing ratio problem. So yeah, you may get lucky. You may not. You may have, if you're really good on the phones or your follow-up game, you may have a 1 to 2% closing ratio. And that's a problem because you got to spend a lot of money, especially in a market like today when the competition is extremely high, the opportunities are very low. You can manage that cost versus opportunity really through branding yourself and database marketing. You can be proactive, reactive, and have both approaches. That's what we recommend. You're going to see how you could, within our systems, we have the tools and resources where you can target specific homeowner, buyer, investor, partner segments, create reasons to talk, use enrichment and skip tracing skills with our marketing team, build reusable audiences. It turns into a business development system. The key point, you're not waiting for somebody to raise their hand. You're finding people who have a financial reason to review mortgage options, whether it's purchase, refi, equity, investment, self-employed financing. You got to work your database like an operator. Identify the audience, enrich the data. Make your data set stronger. Learn more about them. Yeah, you may have their name, their phone number. What's their social media accounts? Can you connect with them there? Right? You got to deploy the outreach, make the calls, follow up, and convert the right opportunities. Maybe you're sending them letters in the mail. Maybe you're sending them emails, calling, texting, social media outreach. Maybe all of that. You need to become branded. So you want to build. You can source PCF, partner, purchase, investor, B2B, and self-generated list. So we can help you with your list. Enrich, append emails, phones, mailing addresses, property loan data, audience tags. Segment, who are we talking to, right? Is it purchase intent, equity? Do they have equity? Do they have debt? What is their current loan type? Are they a real estate investor? Maybe by occupation or occupation type, are they self-employed? How do you know that? Why is that important? Then you want to deploy. Use email, SMS where you can, phone where you can, direct mail, CRM, retargeting. Are you showing up in their social media? Are you friends with them on social media? Right? And then your drip campaigns. It's something that builds over time. And then you convert. But what do you say? How do you say it? Right? You want to learn about scripts, scenario support, pricing. How do you price these loans? Maybe it's a tricky loan scenario that you've never done. how to move forward with these prospects, right? Get them to move forward. So what's the clean PCF Go workflow? No overlapping decals, no crowded labels, just the operating system from audience to funded loan. Identify your audience, enrich the data, segment, message, call, review, structure, and fund. It's not a lead trick, it's a repeatable operating system. It's a system that you need to have in your life, in your workflow. And when you do, it's the gift that keeps giving. So I want to introduce PCF Go. PCF Go helps entrepreneurial loan officers plug into systems, scripts, product knowledge, marketing resources, and operations to support needed to build a consistent production. Super important, right? Now, some people may be really good at one thing and not good at the other. But if you have a team that can support you, it helps you be the superstar and focus on what you should be focused on. We're going to check out today at PCF Go. I'm going to go into the system itself, show you a little bit of data and marketing, success access, database access, audience strategy, Nareo marketing. We happen to have a marketing company. You can get marketing support, campaign concepts, enrichment, and list strategies. Show you a little bit of the secret sauce. It's no real secret. You could tell anybody how to get it done. The matter is, are they going to show up and do it time and time again, consistently, over long periods of time with a proven system? We're going to go through sales scripts. These aren't just sales scripts that have been written and someone that's never done loans. These are sales scripts that are being optimized consistently in today's market. This isn't it from 2020. This is from last week, yesterday, always being updated, objections, rebuttals. Show you a little bit of product and scenario guides, some tools that we have available, really help you cash out, refi, HELOC, purchase from VA, FHA, conventional, non-QM, DSCR, self-employed solutions, even a no income on a primary residence. And that's the differentiator there. No income on a primary residence. Show you how to have access to that. That's a big deal. Operations and support, so our scenario desk, pricing support, registration help, qualification support, calculating income. Everybody's always got those tough deals that beat our head against the wall. You try to get it right and spend 2 to 3 hours. We got ways to help with that and do it for you. Go over processing workflow, processors that will actually talk to your clients really well. And our offshore resources. Maybe you want to look at an LOA. Maybe you need a loan officer assistant, but you don't have time to find them, train them. We do all of that. We have them working for ourselves already. Really, the goal here is to have to give loan officers a system they can use every day, not in a bind, not theory, not a one-time training. So our database strategy, what we really do is build, enrich, and activate the database. We build a list, whether it's based off of our past clients, we can talk about that, our data, partner list, purchase prospects, investor records, agents, CPAs, insurance agents, self-employed segments. Enrich the data, right? Really, there are companies that have gotten really good at this, and that's what they do for a living. LexisNexis, if anybody knows about LexisNexis, enrich the data. This is a big part of being able to talk to the right people and get a hold of them. Right? You could buy data, but if it sucks, it's not good. You got to clean up and segment that data. We have a really good marketing team that can help you with that. You don't need to know how to do any of this if you work with us on this stuff. Deploy campaigns. Phone, email, SMS, drip campaigns. And by the way, we deploy campaigns all the time. We know what responds. We know what doesn't. Whether it's the verbiage and what you're saying to the people, the ads that you're putting out there, that's the target audience, all of that. It all has to be in line. Anybody can just go out there and shoot bullets. Maybe they'll hit something from far away, but you got to aim properly. That's what we do here. We aim properly. And then you got to measure calls made, conversations, applications, appointments, referral response rates, funded loan outcomes, right? That's what it all comes down to. And then how to stay in front of people, whether it's long-term, short-term, 60, 90, 100 days, 180 days, 2 years. You got to have a plan for that. Purchase money, how to find people actually looking to buy. The model's not only refinance and equity. PCF Go can help LOs build purchase money pipelines through buyer, partner, and market intent strategies. Through our realtor and agent database, build B2B audiences of agents, open house agents, listing agents, buyers agents, referral partners. Pre-approval campaigns, stay in front of them. What can I do What can I qualify for, right? Send that stuff out. Property search, signals. Use landing pages, search traffic, CTAs, right? Your own stuff, not purchased from Zillow. Open house follow-up, partner with agents to contact attendees, renters, unrepresented buyers. Down payment and credit, opportunities with unique programs that are out there, which we can share and educate you guys on. Target homeowners who have equity who may need to sell, buy, bridge, or restructure debt to purchase. One of the biggest segments that never stops are investors. No matter what market you're in, there's always investors. If the market's booming, people are flipping. If the market's down, people are buying cheap and flipping, right? You got to get in front of the right people. So you can segment to real estate investors. You're going after that DSCR, rental portfolios, going after people that have equity, that maybe we need to access equity on their investment properties. Home equity options. Non-owner occupied properties, how to append owner contact data, skip trace, and get in contact with these people. Maybe it's an LLC. Maybe it's a company that buys houses, flips them. Maybe they're fourplexes. Maybe they're 6 to 8. We even have someone in our network with apartment financing up to $225 million, one of our big banks. How to target self-employed borrowers that maybe they qualify with a bank statement, P&L, 1099, those non-QM. Maybe they had no income on a primary residence. How do you get in front of these people? Business owners, right? CPAs. CPAs, they work with a lot of self-employed people or a lot of people that write off their income or don't show income, but they have money. They have an intent to buy. What do you say to these people when you call them? How do you get your foot in that door? How do you call them? We can help you with all that. Agents, same thing. Real estate agents. Maybe you can't be their number one person, but maybe you could be their backup. Maybe they like to go to U.S. Bank, but they're people that don't qualify. How could you get in second position or first position for those people, right? Repeat investors, who are they? How do you find these people? So here's some examples. The right target audience can change the script, the product lane, and the follow-up cadence. So who are you talking to? How do you segment your audiences? Direct to consumer, so DTC, refinance equity, owner-occupied homeowners with first and second liens. Maybe they closed their first mortgage when rates were down, and then they got a second when their rates were up. Maybe that second and their consumer debt costs so much, they may do a full refi of that first and second mortgage and their debt into one. Maybe they'll just refi their existing second, pay off their debt, and they need additional cash. How do you find these people? How do you know you're going to market to the right people? How do you know you're going to call the right people? Purchase buyers, pre-approval leads, renters, maybe people were searching online, specific keywords. How do you put yourself in front of those people? Open house contacts, right? B2B referral partners, how do you stay in front of these CPAs? How do you keep dripping on them so that you stay top of mind? And when they find a scenario to help their client, because that's what it is, helping their client, they need to be a service to their client. They work with the right loan officer. They could do so. But investor segments, non-owners, portfolio owners, recent purchases, self-employed segments, and then annual mortgage reviews, rate watch, campaigns, equity updates, referral requests. So we're going to get more of these details. What are ways you can maximize your database with PCF Go strategies, annual mortgage reviews, equity and cash out reviews, HELOCs? There's a huge opportunity for HELOCs with mortgage rates being where they're at. It's a big segment of the audience today. Purchase pre-approval campaigns, realtor and partner outreach, CPA partner outreach. Some special plays here, like we've gone over, investors, self-employed. If you want to invest in your direct mail and QR follow-up, rate watch, retention drips in our CRM systems that we have for you, skip tracing, how our marketing team can help you get a hold of people. Maybe they change their number, right? Many other things. Maybe you want their social media page. How to do more with less. When you're talking about how to stay in front of people, everything should lead to a phone conversation. That's where people are going to get to know you. It's important to have. But how are you going to have that phone conversation? When you call, don't you want to know who they are? Or don't you want them to know who you are? Email, how can you use CRM, skip tracing, drip campaigns, database retargeting, partner outreach, SMS. So you could send emails, texts, you could run drips, but the fastest way to path is to create real loan conversations. Or the fastest way to create real loan conversations is picking up the phone with a great reason to call. We show you how people don't hang up on you when you call in most cases. It's an art. You got to get really good at it. When you are, the world's your oyster. We've seen it in our own business with the inside team. We have scripts that really create applications, a mortgage review, purchase pre-approval. Would you like to access your home's equity and help you accomplish anything right now? Are you looking to buy another property? Are your tax returns showing the full picture? We're reaching out to homeowners who may have usable equity. But before those people will even listen to what that is right here, you need to get them to even listen to you. We show you how to do that. Good scripts, they don't pressure people. They create a financial conversation with the borrower didn't need to know that the borrower didn't know that they needed to have. But again, how do you get those people to even listen to you? Most people are scared of the phone because of rejection. We want to show you guys how to not get rejected in the first 30 seconds to get to this portion. Once you get to this portion, anybody could do well if you had good talk tracks. Lots of different things to talk about. Purchase money, buying a house, cash out, debt consolidation. A lot of people have credit card debts going up. Inflation over a 3-year high. People might need home equity loans. Maybe they don't even know they need money. Maybe they don't need money right now, but you can show them a way that if they needed to get access to $200,000 in an instant, they should set that home equity line of credit up now. They don't pay on it unless there's a balance, so why not put it into place? Right? FHA and VA borrowers, one of the hottest segments for people that need a refi. Conventional, non-QM, DSCR, first and second consolidation. So we've gone over a little bit of this already. So what's the team behind you with PCF? Registration help, qualification support, right? Offshore resources, virtual assistants, loan officer assistants, people that we can personally train for you and your business. Market execution, emails, SMS, drips, all of that stuff. We have it in place, all of this stuff already, proven systems. Wouldn't you love to have a team that can help pre-qualify your loans, get it registered with one of the lenders that you're working with, run AUS for you, organize the documentation, make sure disclosures get out, let you know when they're signed, and then have a processor that talks to your clients? That's what it's all about, helping you guys scale. If you're out there meeting and greeting people, or if you're sitting behind your desk and hammering the phones, you need a team. So processing in a back office. And with management, our management team does a really good job overseeing files, pipelines. You get independence for the loan officer, and you can operate leverage from within our office, which you'd be a part of plugging into. I've been a high-producing loan officer while running a team. These strategies are things that I created based on all of this, along with the support of our marketing team and our management here at Prime Choice. So this is an independent loan officer model. What you get, you can work from home or wherever you want, operate like a professional, plug into our system, scripts, product guides, and training. Use database marketing instead of depending only on purchased leads. What if you want to purchase leads? We have amazing vendors as well. But my theory is follow this plan. You won't need leads. You get access to internal, offshore marketing support depending on the plan. We could talk about that in the one-on-one. How you build company database opportunities, self-generate a business. You could opt to potentially invest in marketing if you want, whether it's direct mail, some of the tools that we have. You can operate part-time or full-time. Maybe you don't want to operate full-time. So support's going to vary by your experience, your commitment level, your state footprint, how many states are you licensed in, and your production model. We can custom tailor that. We'll talk about that in a one-on-one. Again, we're going to send you guys a little follow-up email, and then we can schedule some time together if you want. We're going to send you an information worksheet on everything that we're going over today. So this is built for loan officers who want independence but not isolation. It's a problem out there. We know a lot of people that think they want to go on their own and be an independent LO, but then they miss out on that team spirit. Some of the independent LOs operating in certain regards aren't even allowed to go to team meetings because of their compensation structure. It limits them. Well, that's a problem for people that need support, that need that extra attention, where you could be a priority within the company, where you could be your loan files could be a priority. So everybody is considered an independent outside entrepreneurial loan officer, but support, expectations, and compensation structure can vary. So maybe you're on the launch track, newer loan officer, or rebuilding. Maybe you're out of the business for a little bit. We could, we can help you with scripting, training, stuff that I've developed along with our marketing team. Show you how to focus on calls, repetition, and daily activity. This is going to give you more structure. We got an experienced producer. You already know the business. How can you leverage PCF Go for consistency? Maybe you don't know how to work the database. Maybe you do. Show you tips and tricks. Give you a little bit more autonomy. The entrepreneur track. Maybe you're already doing deals. Maybe you need that extra support. Maybe you want to be a part of a team that helps manage your files. Treat you like a priority. You can just use PCF Go as a growth engine. Maybe a higher compensation potential. Build the skill. Part-time path, you got it available for loan officers with a limited schedule. Requires realistic goals and commitment. Best with clear daily workflow. You got the full-time, high activity expectations, more consistent pipeline targets, better fit for LO Boost plan that we have. So if you want to be a part of the LO Boost, we'll throw you some bones and help you out getting going. And we can talk about a custom plan. Maybe states, maybe you want to expand. Maybe you say, hey, the time is now. Rates are high right now, but that's not going to last forever. And even though there are rates that are high right now, it's created a huge home equity opportunity. Maybe you know a target area in Arizona, Florida, Texas that you want to be a part of where you have opportunity. Maybe you have past clients that you want to help from years ago that need HELOCs. Maybe your friend's a realtor and they wanted to give you business. Maybe you got CPAs. So we got ramp up package and optional marketing investment. The goal is to help the loan officer start with strategy first, support, and realistic execution plan, not random lead buying. You can go out there. I know people that have gone to some of the big box brokers where they have 2,000 loan officers. And they tell you, hey, invest $7,000 a month in leads. I know many of those people have done that, and they didn't have the systems, the skill set, and they just burned through that $7,000. Yeah, they thought they could make $10,000 on one loan, but they had to spend $15,000 to get there. Now you owe, your profit and loss statement money, right? You worked for free. You want to focus on your database first. We can help you with that. Our LO Boost design, maybe get your feet wet a little bit. And we could talk about that. It's going to depend on how many states that you have, things of that nature. Your state footprint matters. Your commitment level matters. We don't want to just bring on partners that don't want to be a part of this. We want people that see the vision, that want to execute. Marketing partners, right? Operators can plug in their own marketing officers, partner resources, and invested campaigns. So if you want to use our platform, maybe you're already working with a vendor, we can add them as a vendor. And compensation options, different compensation types depend on loan structure, commitment level, business plan, and we put together a written agreement. You can also build your own team within the PCF Go platform and Prime Choice. You can bring in qualified loan officers who bring in that fit in the PCF Go model, help them understand the platform, support and opportunity, create another way to participate in growth. You can get individual overrides. So we could talk about that on a one-on-one. Depends on the plan that you take, your role, your involvement. Some people may want to build a team. Maybe you can, build people underneath you. We could talk more about that. We can get an override. Build around your network, referral partners, marketing contacts, producers. We can really help you produce production out of leverage. So overrides are not all one size fits all. We can help you review licensing, states, experience. We'll have a little one-on-one review. So we're going to be following up with you guys on that. But just a little extra opportunity in case you want to get some overrides, build on the additional opportunities, your own income that you're making, plus maybe people that you bring on. So here's an example on a self-generated loan. If you want to see the money, these are gross illustrations only. Actual compensation depends on a written agreement, loan source, licensing, state requirements, the product, pricing, fees, all of this stuff matters. But here's an example of a $750,000 loan, which by the way, if you get into the bank statement world, you're going to see a lot of $1.5 million, $2 million loans. $750 grand, 125 basis points, that would net you around $9,375. Why the model matters: database, self-generated business can create more offsite purchase, investor, self-employed equity lanes can create more ways to start conversations. Marketing investment should be targeted, measured, right? The goal is not only a one-off, not a one-off commission, but it's about repeatable monthly production. This is why PCF Go focuses on audience, scripts, follow-up, product knowledge, and operational leverage. What does it take to get to that 10K plus business? There's no magic in business. Consistent production comes from a consistent conversation that plus a system that helps you convert the right ones. Targeted database, our systems, scripting, consistency and support. Repeatable production model. So just a little bit behind us since 2007. So we've been in here for a long time. Operational led. I've been a producer, a top-notch producer. I've closed over almost $200 million in a year. In 2016, with 23 people, we closed $1.2 billion. With only 23 people that year, I closed $200 million. So I know what I'm doing. And I've been in charge of strategy from database stuff that we do since 2009, since we've started. I still actively am in it today. Have amazing support over here from our marketing team. Tony Phan's the VP of Marketing. Really broad product opportunities: agency loans, non-QM, home equity, no income on a primary residence, private money, fix and flip. PCF Go, scripts, tools, templates. We're going to go through a lot of that right now. We have internal and offshore support, and then really entrepreneur-focused culture. PCF Go gives LOs the platform, tools, database strategy, and back office support, and leadership access. It's really important while they build independently. Backed by myself. It's not a theory deck, it's a production model built by mortgage operators, top producer, wholesale and retail experience. I went from my garage to being one of the top brokers in the nation to building my own wholesale and retail lending companies. So we've had our own wholesale company. PCF Wholesale was the name. We've operated through various cycles, being in business since 2007. We've got proven real scripts and systems that are still active today, access to leadership built for entrepreneurs. So next step, we're going to book a one-on-one if you want. You guys can jot this down. You are going to get emails from us, and Parveen will be in touch. Watch for the follow-up email. We can set up a time to meet, talk about compensation overrides tailored to you, right? We do have options for you guys to participate in company leads depending on your commitment. Talk about the LO boost, onboarding, and execute the plan. So join PCF at mypcf.com. This is where you can send an email. You can also visit the website where you can fill out some information there. We're going to send you a link on all of this. All right, so let's get into some of the stuff right here. Close this. All right, so this is pcfgo.net. Here's our mortgage section. You can see we've got a lot of tools over here: support desk, savings analysis generator, LO training, processing, mentorship program. So if you have someone new to the business that needs help, we have all of that. Real estate, some debt resolution services, a lot of different stuff. You can see here our daily dashboard. How do we collect fees so you don't have to pay for your client's credit reports, right? Scenario desk, support desk. Who are the approved lenders? We have a lot more than this. These are the ones that we focus with on the daily basis. We can add lenders if you're dead set on it. We chose Rocket Pro over UWM. That's who we work with. But they're not our main lender. We have other main lenders. We have deals in place where our clients would get better pricing than the average mom and pop broker. Here's our loan officer training program. You can see here we got our systems from Convozo, which is where we do dialing, lead mailbox, where your leads are managed. Calyx Path, where you can you run credit pre-qual loans. Right? We teach people, got some training systems in place, sample loan scenarios, sample applications. We got a lot of different stuff here. You can see scripts, objections, rebuttals, email templates. What are some of the loan products? Listen to live calls. Or some toolkits, how to master your sales skills. We're here in a lot of different videos, and this goes on and on. Video library. Stuff's really important. If you get into our script section, you can see here objections, rebuttals, pretty thorough, and various scripts, what to say, who are you calling, how do you say it, calling real estate agents, our master call script, how to really follow what our inside team has done and really given us proof of concept for this. Our loan scenario desk, this goes out to all of our account executives. So let's say you have a funky scenario. Maybe you have an I-10 loan that wants cash out. That's at 80% LTV. Can you do that loan? Well, you come over here and fill out your loan scenario. If you're looking to access social media libraries, we got tons of built-in stuff. You can come and borrow these tiles, just download them on your own. Tons and tons of this stuff. Same thing with marketing flyers. We have our own marketing flyers and a lot of them. We also have it with some of our lenders as well, so co-branded stuff. So pretty good database of stuff there. Training on each of our systems. If you want to talk to Hispanic borrowers, we have marketing resources for them. Right? Lots of different graphics. We're going to look at some email templates. Marketing flyers to realtors, scripts of what to say, email templates, videos. We do own Nareo, network of real estate agents and originators. So it's a marketing company that we have. We could talk with you about AI, direct mail. We're using all of that today. Right here, through Nareo, which we own, you could build your own database. This is a starting point. Maybe you want to talk to marketing, business executives, property owners. Maybe you want to do a direct mail campaign to, let's say, I don't know, let's go run a recent count. Maybe you want to go after FHA borrowers that have equity, and you first want to make sure you even identify those folks. So you can come into our database right here, run a count, depending on how many states that you have, and prepare a call campaign for them. We can help you match phone numbers to the people, emails to the people. That's all about data enrichment, right? So you can see here, we're looking at FHA borrowers that have a loan size of $150,000 and above in the states listed here that have 75% LTV and below with only one mortgage. How do we get in front of them? Right? Who are they? How many people are there? Okay, there's 66,000 people, right? Maybe you don't want that many. Maybe you want to narrow this a little bit. You could come in and make adjustments, right? Maybe you just want to focus on one city, one state. Maybe you want to focus on people that have a second mortgage present, maybe a lower LTV. The example of our lead system. You can see here where you can manage leads, right, based on lead status, loan strategies. So you can see here this particular lead sheet where you can gather a lot of information and throw it into your loan operating system here. This is an example here, my example. You can come in, you got your borrower URL, document center, closing cost, all this stuff built in. Documents where you can upload all your docs for your clients. And then how to call people. Right here, we use Convozo, which we don't own Convozo. This is a service that's out there, but we've customized it to our campaigns. All of our systems have been customized with our workflow and strategy, so we can show you how to be really successful. You know, whether you want to call real estate agents, we have 45,000 real estate agents in here. We could build specific campaigns for you. VA cash out with equity. So if you took that database that you got here, you added phone numbers that were not on the do not call list. If you want to call them, you can. If you wanted to hire a loan officer assistant or someone that can make calls for you, you could do that. With the help of us, we source people, train them, and they become a part of our ecosystem. Hope something for you guys. Appreciate you guys taking some time with us today. We're going to be following up. We're going to give you this little fact sheet, and then we're going to reach out to you to set up a one-on-one It's kind of a recap of everything with a lot of questions and answers you may have. If you have any questions that were sent into the chat, we're going to follow up with you guys individually and go over those questions. But now's the time to start building your business with support, real support. And we can help you get there. And if you're serious, you really want to take it to the next level, we're here to help. And yeah, so again, my name is Keith McKay. You can visit us at joinpcf.com. If you want to get a head start on that, I'll pull that up right here so you can write it down or jot it down. Join PCF at mypcf.com. And we're looking forward to chatting with you. You'll hear from Parveen or Tony or myself with an email, and then we can set up a time to chat. Thank you all very much. And let's get out there and help some homeowners. Have a great day.